Hello survivors, Yeasty Goodness here again with another video for 7 Days to Die. We are in 16.4 this time as opposed to 16.3. I did test out a lot of my old bridge designs. Turns out the zombie AI is unchanged from then, so this kind of bridge design that you saw last time on the bridges video still works. So everything's still good on that. But we're actually going to use the same principle that this kind of bridge design uses. So you saw this in the last video. And it works because the zombies think that these pole blocks are full solid blocks that they can just run across. But obviously they can't. They fall through the coals, they get, they fall through, they get stuck in a loop. So we're going to use that same principle today where the zombies think they're full and solid blocks, but they aren't. But we're going to use it in reverse, where we want them to think that they're solid and full so they don't use them, and you do. So here you can see this is the original iteration that I came up with. Here's a horizontal, one of the horizontal expansions that I came up with. There's another one up top that we'll talk about that has some interesting properties. But for now, the gist of it is that you put these blocks in like that, and I favor where you put the blocks, in towards the side that you're trying to get to. So the idea would be you come this way through them, and that way it has sort of a very bare funnel effect, right? So you have this entrance be as wide as possible, as opposed to having them on this corner, where it could potentially restrict and you could get caught on. So let's go ahead and test them out real quick. Spawn some zombies inside. Pay attention. Come on, come and get me. Yeah, sometimes they get kind of dumb. The other thing is you can't stand too close to them, or else they think they're solid and they'll start bashing through them because they think, oh, that's the fastest way. But you can see how they just walk past all those big holes in the place. Alright. That's enough out of you all. Okay, so this is one way, and this is probably the primary way that most of you guys will use them, because it makes for a nice, quick, easy entrance that, to the zombies at least, doesn't look like a hole in the wall, right? Now, the other example that I was talking about is where you do it this way instead of having so the poles are horizontal instead of vertical, right? They're still in the same block, right? You can see there's that, right? But you can see how they're arranged in kind of an offset pattern. Now this creates a one-way effect for most kinds of player movement, or at least straight on, right? So even if I'm running, so I'm walking through that one, you just walk through that one, that's fine. But you can also run through, right? But if you try to go the other way and you do it straight on, like head on, you get stuck and you have to go at an angle, right? And so I found that if you come at an angle, you can get through, right? But again, if you which kind of defeats the purpose of making this horizontally tileable, but you could potentially use that to create entrances that restrict player movement as well. So if you're doing PvP, this could affect that. The other interesting thing is that it doesn't let minibikes pass at all, either way. You can see, this minibike is trying to go through, it just does not, it's not going through, doesn't go through. Yeah. Good view of the inside of my head on that one. And if we try to maneuver around, go for the other direction, actually end up doing this whole, apparently, this is Tony Hawk's Apocalypse Pro Skater. Or is it Dave Mira? He was the one with the BMX shit. Okay, right. So mini bikes are out on that. But this could be used potentially with turrets or blade traps or electric fences. Anything that creates time pressure will allow you to kind of let you use this to keep players out, or only let them go out one way. Because if you find that, oh, you can do that, but you can't really exit very quickly, then you could use that to deter players trying to come in the wrong way. So again, just to double check and show you this works. Get their attention, right? And so you can just calmly step through in one way, but they still wander around the sides. Yeah. And so you can see, if you get too close, though, then, yeah, then they say, oh, well, the fastest path is just to beat my way through the wall and get to the player. But if you back up a little bit, then they just, for some reason, decide that, oh, that's the way I want to go. Okay, so hopefully this helps you build new designs. You could take a page like I did here, where instead of maybe the entrance being here, it's through this wall. So you would enter and just run into your base, whereas the zombies would say, oh, we've got to go this way all the way around to get in there. And so that could potentially let you put all kinds of traps. Like you see, I've got some shotgun turrets right here, but you could put blade traps, you could put electric fences, you could put spikes, all kinds of stuff, where you know that only the zombies are going to use this because of how their pathfinding works, but players and you can just come in through the main entrance right here. Basically anything with 2 brain cells to rub together is going to figure that out. Alright, so hope this helps you guys survive a little easier. Hope this helps you cut down on base maintenance and material costs. Let me know if you like it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.